What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Civilization V AI only world battle. Right now, if you haven't seen the last video, I'd recommend going and watching it. And quick, you've got like 2 seconds, like 3, 2, 1, because now I'm going to spoil it. If you missed it, the Zulu at the very end declared war on Egypt, which is huge. I think this is like the second and third largest militaries in the world, possibly going at it here. I think Egypt are going to lose a lot. Oh no, Egypt are fourth. But Egypt, I mean, they're pretty open. I mean, they are rushing back, but already the Zulu putting this city in the yellow. Egypt pretty reliant on their air force here because they're in trouble. They're in big trouble. I don't know if I mentioned it also last video, but Mali took over this southern Songhai city. If we didn't notice it, I have now. Mali looking good. Maybe they'll replace Egypt as sort of that secondary power in Africa. If Egypt continue to fall. Didn't notice it too much at the time when I thought Spain just picked up 2 cities in Europe, but don't forget they're 2 capitals, so I don't know if that means anything. And Spain also have planes. Triplane. Okay, that's not the best, but you know, whatever. And of course, Germany continues to fall, and it looks like Britain. I don't know if they've got enough units here, Great Britain. Maybe, maybe not. But if they take Hamburg as well, then Britain are going to be looking very good for the late game. Also, Egypt have a lot of units trapped up here in their northern city, so that's bad news for them. And Poland are continuing to sort of slowly grind along this German eastern border of Germany, I guess, but they've been very, very poor. Like, they should have taken Berlin, they just messed up, and, you know, they've been left with Sparta and Essen. Maybe they'll go for Dusseldorf, but I don't know if they will. They're an AI, we can't tell what they're going to do. But they'll probably mess up whatever it is. They've been pretty poor. You know, Britain have just destroyed. This is probably the most impressed I've ever been with a Civ ever. So Great Britain, good job. They actually took Berlin before Poland, which is incredible. But anyway, let's focus on the real big events of this world. There's also another 5 planes here. So Egypt is sending everything down south. The problem for Egypt is most of their army, a big chunk even of those military manpower stat, is these battleships and other units stationed up around these islands in Europe and the Mediterranean. They're not going to be able to get those back. And as we said, this city already in the yellow. Just bear in mind, this city in the red. So Egypt heavy bombing on this city of the Zulus. So there's going to be an interesting thing. Zulu smaller army over here, main army over here though. And that's what Egypt needs to look out for. Because if they grab Elephantine, they can go straight for Thebes, and that's game over for Egypt. North America's pretty quiet as far as I can remember. I don't think there's any wars going on. Is there? Maybe some people are at war with the Sioux. That might be it. I can't remember. I don't think there's a war. But anyway, are the Mayans going after the Aztecs? No, I think that's the other campaign. Okay, my bad. I don't know. The Sioux are at war with someone, but I have no idea who it is. But other than that, nothing's really going on over there. The focus is over here, and we just need the Huns to go into a war with the Soviet Union, and all the great powers other than the Iroquois would be at war. And imagine the Iroquois v Shoshone as well. Wow, that would be huge. But the Iroquois need to do something if they want to win this campaign, because right now, if the Zulu do well, which I assume they will do, it'll be them that win the campaign, and not the Iroquois. I mean, the Zulu have been second for a while, but we've seen them coming back, looking stronger and stronger. In particular, when they won the race for the International Space Station by about 30 production hammers, which probably annoyed the Iroquois quite considerably. It's incredible, the Iroquois, they control. Most of their land is just in Canada. I mean, obviously they've got the Caribbean and some of Europe and some of the British Isles, Iceland, but so much of it is just Canada, and I mean, you know, the Shoshone control the majority of the USA, but aren't as strong, so that's interesting. East Asia's staying pretty quiet. Korea still just chilling, happy to not be doing anything. A lot of Hunnic Great War Bombers up here in sort of this northern area of Hunnic territory. Lots of infantry from the Koreans along their border. Maybe that's something we should keep an eye out for. But nothing else really going on here. Everyone's Siam and Vietnam are quiet. They're not in any wars with anyone. So they're sort of working as a team. India's not in any wars, I don't believe. Oh, the Citadel. We were talking about how well India had stayed connected, and Siam, screw them over. That's the sort of move I'd make, so credit to Siam, I guess. And boom. Is that the first Manhattan project? Did we see one last video? I don't know, but Vietnam, I think the Iroquois got it. Maybe the Iroquois, I think, grabbed one. I think possibly the Iroquois got it last video. It may not have been, I may be just going crazy here. But Vietnam have completed the Manhattan project first, which is pretty big for the mess that is Eastern Asia. Anyway, how are Indonesia doing? Come on, guys. We want a war with China. You know you want to. Well, not many denouncements this turn. That's good news. Soviet Union taken quite a while as well. Oh, the Zulu got Elephantine into the red, so they should grab this next turn. Pretty certain they'll be able to do that, unless Egypt gets some miracle, I guess. And Hamburg still in the green. Britain, no, not much success. And gems were banned. Okay, wait, what? What else happened? I don't know what else happened, but anyway. Gems were banned. Germany is still in control of the World's Congress, or at least the host. I don't know how, seen as Berlin, where it's being hosted, is now in the hands of the British. I guess they moved it to Hamburg. So everyone's just sending their delegates to a war, a city in the middle of a war. You know, that seems like a safe idea. Just got to keep an eye. France, Spain, anyone around here have got to keep their eye on the Huns, who of course control this bit of land here. Imagine if the Huns snuck in and took Hamburg like at the last minute, so Britain get it all in the red. Britain with reinforcements coming though from the north. Germany's turn. Britain haven't gone actually yet this turn, so maybe they will still do some more damage here. Notice Poland got started to siege out Dusseldorf, and Egypt got this city back into the yellow. So Egypt are defending. Has the turn order been messed up? Or did I press next turn again? I'm confused now. Maybe not. But this city is really in the red now. As why is Persia's go taking so long? Come on, Songhai were quick. There we go. And they peaced out with Spain. Good job, Songhai. Someone needs to take the Songhai out, but I feel it should be Egypt, but Egypt are probably going to get taken out themselves. So maybe it'll be Spain to take out the Songhai. I don't see Mali doing it with only one tile. Mali, I think they should rebuild and go after the Moroccan capital. That's what I'd do if I was them. I mean, obviously they don't want to annoy the Zulu too much, because they would get destroyed by the Zulu, but they're smart. They won't do that, I assume. France just doing nothing. Britain. Berlin is in the green. Wait, Berlin? What am I on about? It's Hamburg we're looking at. Okay, so Germany reinforced a little bit. Don't think Britain haven't gone yet, no. The turns are just taking even longer than usual. Okay, that's what's going on. Wow, Brazil. What is this? Oh, this is Brazil's unique unit. So Brazil are doing well in South America. Probably, I don't know. Chile did make that huge pickup earlier on, a few videos ago, of the Incan capital, which is going to be very big for them. And look at this huge Chilean navy. Something to bear in mind. No, yeah, we have pressed next turn twice because Vietnam are going again. Okay, so my bad. I got confused. Triplanes. Wow, okay, Argentina, lots of units as well. And okay, there is a war up here between the Mayans and the Shoshone. And the Aztecs gave the Shoshone open borders for it to happen. Okay, that makes sense. Let's see what Britain are doing. Boom, into the yellow goes Hamburg. Poland also put Dusseldorf into the yellow. Have the Zulu into the red, but they've got units filling, I don't know, pouring across the border into Egypt. Territory now. Wonder what the Assyrians are thinking. They just maybe go for a naval invasion across the Red Sea against Egypt. They could definitely try grab some of their cities back, their former capital up here. Maybe they could do that. How are New Zealand doing? We haven't done a New Zealand check recently. 37 population. Good job, New Zealand. I mean, they survived a war, so, you know, credit to them. Wait, a unit needs orders. Oh, we need to move my nuclear submarine. Didn't think this through. Can we not stay there? Oh, we can stay there. It just got moved out from here. Dang it, Iroquois. I have no idea. Well, I'll probably have to go into the in-game editor in between some point in the next few videos and just spawn myself another one somewhere else. Don't know where else to go. This is a problem. I don't know where I'll put that on this map. There is not much ice to hide under. Thanks, Iroquois. I'll probably just go stick it some random place. Sort of down here. I don't know. That should be fine. Ideology. India has adopted freedom. Okay, you do that, India. I'm pretty sure freedom is not doing so well in this world. In this game. Anyway. Sure, yeah, I'm pretty sure everyone's most at order. The freedom nations in revolutionary waves. Wow, okay. Could see a Korean revolution very soon. And maybe for a Soviet Union as well. Ah, so this is what influences them. Oh, okay. That's pretty cool that you can see that. So, for lots of people in Korea, lots of people are influencing Korea towards order. So, that's interesting to see. And Britain now stationing their Great War bombers in Berlin, so they can continue to bomb Hamburg. Come on, Huns, you know you want to do a war, even just against Persia. Like that would burn the units of Persia and the Huns a little bit. That's what we need to speed up this long processing time. That'd be nice. Just wondering how big a late game thing it will be if Vietnam get the first nuke. I wonder who they'd drop it on. I mean, they could backstab Siam, pick up some really big well, they'd kill a lot of population, not so many units. See a big city here. India, there's a lot of close compacted units here. They could probably do some damage with that nuke. A nuke on Persia would just destroy pretty much every unit they have. Or Mongolia, some of the smaller nations still left in this game. Okay, so the Mayans are in a war with the Shoshones. There is something interesting going on in here. Mayans got some artillery to defend with. And they've launched a little invasion on this city here. Problem is they have lots of planes, the Shoshone now. They should be fine. California is still around, just about. Split completely between this bit. Something, I don't know what it's called. And Florida. Or San Francisco, Florida. Anyway, the Iroquois starting to really put some artillery and infantry that moving their military towards that Shoshone border. It's definitely a lot more populated, I guess, with units is what you'd say, than it was before. But how are the Egyptians looking? It is the Shoshone's turn right now, but I'm pretty sure the Zulu have not gone yet. Wow, this city has got no health left. This is your chance, Mali. Declare war, go across and split it up. I'm pretty sure you'd get completely destroyed as in the aftermath. Big Indonesian navy here. Wonder what they're doing. And there we go. This city goes into the green. And Elephantine, big city, still 10 population in it, falling to the Zulu. Is this the beginning of the end for Egypt? I think it is. Germany, Dusseldorf into the red by Poland, so they should grab that probably next turn. And Britain putting Hamburg also in the red. Germany finally moving its Gatling guns away from Rome after it attacked the Romans for so long for no apparent reason. Come on, one of you two, just make a move, someone. Doesn't have to be against each other. I mean, the Soviet Union are in a much tougher spot than the Huns. The Huns have got weaker nations, maybe Assyria, India, Persia, who they can go after. The Soviet Union are surrounded by completely powerful nations. They'd have success against Vietnam, but it depends if Vietnam would send anything to reinforce. Don't think they would. But there is a tech boost. You see musket men here. And it looks like they're friends. They've got open borders. Soviet Union quite far behind actually technology-wise. Maybe they're thinking about going after Poland. All that Polish units are being destroyed. Or over here in this fighting the Germans. So that'd be interesting if Soviet Union... What if Soviet Union and Huns declared war on Poland at the same time? You just saw maybe the Soviet Union go for the north, and the Huns grab these southern cities. It would change Europe. Well, Europe's already changed dramatically. Britain picking up a large number, 5 new cities, and Poland have also taken control of 2. And obviously we saw Rome fall as well. So Europe's changing pretty drastically. So now France is probably the weakest civ in Europe. Yep, France is definitely the weakest in Europe right now. I mean, they're not weak, but they're the weakest. They're definitely stronger than a lot of civs elsewhere. But yeah, in Europe they're pretty weak. And Spain, big hold now, I guess, across northern Africa. And western Mediterranean belonging to them. Obviously the eastern is in Spain's control. Portugal, Egypt's control. Finally got there, and look, the Great War infantries are returning. Egypt are going to need everything to defend. If I was them, I'd put some battleships through their canal city in this northern bit of the Red Sea to help defend Thebes. But the Zulu look pretty weak. I don't know if the Zulu will have enough units. I think Egypt are obviously using their planes very heavily with bombing raids across the Zulu. And I guess, I mean, they'll probably grab these bottom 2 cities, but I wonder if they'll just run out of steam, the Zulu, because obviously these are 2. Egypt aren't weak. We can't think that they are. They are pretty powerful and advanced in technology compared to the Zulu. Or they were anyway. So it would be interesting. I think Egypt should survive maybe, but I don't think they'll be anywhere near as strong as they were. They should definitely lose these 2 southernmost cities. Maybe more. Why do they still have a plane over here? Like, you need them over here to defend. Big thing, the Zulu don't have any planes. I mean, they have 4 down. Oh, they have 6 down here. But they're not able to reach where this war is. Obviously, the Zulu's navy is also unable to contribute. Well, the Atlantic's starting to fill up with units. Okay, so now Indonesia versus Egypt. That's not too big. Nothing. Indonesians aren't going to help in that, but you know, it maybe means that someone else might join soon. The Huns could definitely join in this war as well. They've got the units to do so, and then Egypt really would be in trouble if they started losing their hold in the Middle East. That would be bad for them. Anyway, how is Chinese, this just complete mix of nations in Hawaii? China still have the majority of mainland Hawaii, but obviously another big tense border, I'd presume, between the Zulu and Iroquois here. Zulu with some uranium here as well. And this is a big city for the Zulu, because they could definitely stick some nuclear missiles here in the Pacific and scare some of the other nations a little bit. God, I should probably get a drink. But anyway, I can hold on for the next 2 minutes. Mongolia down to 1. Mongolia, I mean, they're in trouble. If someone declares war on them, it's going to be hard to get through all these units, but someone advanced enough should do it pretty quickly. The Huns just don't have the units out here to do it. Huns have so many just random blips of land. It's really weird. Soviet Union's turn. Come on, declare a war. You can do it. This city is completely open right now. The Huns have most of their units around this city, just off Leningrad. So that would be interesting. A war there. How is this bit looking? We looked away. Hamburg did not fall. I assume it will fall next turn or so. It depends how quickly they can get this Great War infantry over here. Well, the tables have been turned. New Zealand this time going after the Indonesians. You don't really have the units to do that, New Zealand. What are you doing? What are you doing? That suggests to me maybe Australia are about to join in or something. The Iroquois have sent an army with naval escorts. Ooh. Ooh. Where's this? Like, I can't really tell where that is because everywhere's just full of Iroquois boats anyway. So I presume I have no idea, but ooh, great war bombers on their carriers here. Maybe going for the Mayans. That'd be pretty interesting as this Shoshone force is still pushing into the Mayans territory. But that, guys, is going to be it for this video. As always, if you have enjoyed, please be sure to leave a like, leave me any feedback, maybe subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.